The Bachelor Season 27 leading man Zach Shallcross is about to make the difficult choice between his two final women, Gabby Elnicki and Kaity Biggar, and, although both are wonderful, Kaity is the perfect choice for him. Kaity, a 28-year-old air travel nurse, and Zach, a 26-year-old tech executive, both currently live in Austin, Texas. They connected instantly on night one, with Kaity and Zach sharing a kiss and a great conversation. They spent an early one-on-one date at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles, where he invited her to stay overnight with him. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar and Zach also shared a second romantic one-on-one date in Budapest, Hungary, and a successful hometown date. However, their relationship was put to the test when he confessed to her that he had been intimate with Gabby in the fantasy suite. After some difficult conversations at the beginning of their overnight date, they worked through their conflict, and Kaity agreed to stay with him in the fantasy suite. Kaity is now one of Zach's final two contestants. Although Kaity and Gabby complement Zach well, Kaity is an ideal match for him for several reasons. 5. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar Zach Shallcross live in the same city. Although living in close proximity to each other isn't the main reason two people should be together on The Bachelor, not having a long-distance relationship after the show ends is very beneficial. Kaity, who is originally from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, and Zach, who hails from Anaheim Hills, California, both currently live in Austin. If Kaity and Zach end up together, they can easily transition into real life without worrying about where they will live. Also, no one will have to move very far. 4. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar had an early connection with Zach. Kaity had one of the strongest connections with Zach after their overnight date at the museum. Spending the night together so early in the season is unheard of in the Bachelor franchise, so their relationship grew immensely compared to the other women's. Kaity later revealed that they had not been physically intimate with each other on that date. However, the date was very romantic and brought them closer on a deeper level. It was nearly impossible for some of the other women to catch up with Kaity, which is why she made it to the end while Zach sent the others home. 3. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar is already like a girlfriend to Zach. Kaity is already like a girlfriend to Zach because of their magnetic connection. She was the only woman who brought a basket of goodies to him while Zach was quarantined with COVID-19 in London. While some of the other women were more concerned about losing time with Zach for their own purposes, Kaity put him first and checked on him. As they conversed through the door, Zach was able to sense that Kaity truly cared about him. As a nurse, Kaity is used to being a caretaker for people, but Zach has been able to reciprocate her kindness. He validates her feelings and makes her feel special. Before Zach, Kaity was in a relationship that she described as about 7 years of pure toxicity that was on and off. Unlike Kaity's past relationship, Zach behaved like a boyfriend to Kaity when they traveled to Austin for her hometown date. In Austin, Kaity and Zach naturally eased into behaving like a couple. Kaity had only lived in Austin for a few weeks, so she needed some help settling into her new home. Like a devoted boyfriend, Zach pitched in, running errands with Kaity, including grocery and flower shopping. At her house, they built a bookshelf together, changed light bulbs, and set up her new mattress. Kaity and Zach were cute and comfortable together and showed a glimpse into what their future could look like if they got engaged. 2. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar's family accepted Zach. Zach met Kaity's mom Ann, Aunt Jill, Grandma Jackie, and Brother Cooper during her hometown date. Kaity's father and stepfather had left, so her family was a very close unit. Kaity's mom said she had never seen Kaity be so comfortable in a relationship. Kaity told her mother that if she didn't think that Zach was a good match for her, then she would have to rethink the situation. However, after speaking with Zach, Kaity's mom said that she would completely, 100% support their relationship moving forward. Kaity's family's approval helped her find the courage to tell Zach she was falling in love with him. The Bachelor's Kaity Biggar Zach Shallcross survived their first fight after Zach admitted that he was intimate with Gabby to Kaity. She was confused and upset. Throughout the season, Zach was criticized because of his reactions to some of the other women. Whenever drama arose, he immediately eliminated women. After Jess Giroud questioned why she hadn't received a one-on-one date, weeks into the season, she and Zach had a confrontation that escalated into him sending her home on the spot. He also said goodbye to Kat Izzo after she expressed that she sometimes had doubts about him meeting her family, even though she also said he was worth the risk. With Kaity, instead of running away during their argument, Zach worked hard to resolve their issues. They talked through the situation, and Zach allowed Kaity to explain that she figured Zach would be intimate in the fantasy suites, but she didn't want to hear about it. Zach listened until Kaity felt comfortable enough to stay overnight with Zach in her own fantasy suite. While other relationships might have crumbled under the stress of their conflict, Kaity and Zach were able to pull through their disagreement. This is a good sign that their love could withstand any problems that may arise after the show. The Bachelor Season 27's Zach had one of the best groups of women in a long time. Although they had some conflict, they were mostly supportive of each other, which really allowed viewers to focus on Zach's love stories rather than the drama. Many of the women would have made good matches for Zach, but he has narrowed down the original group of 30 to just 2. Gabby and Kaity are lovely women who have made Zach's journey worthwhile. However, overall, Kaity is the best choice for Zach. The Bachelor airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC.